They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scope. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. Where you fuck, you gon' think I'm Mike Grable the way I make them tighten up. You'll be lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon man, one of the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP on the floor. Make them panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get an overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they just left you stranded. Damn, you know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing, they gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield, been 7 minutes in the fucking game, I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion, hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See, Goat just hit that beast on the hunt. Ghosts is we reloaded, blow the EMP and we done.
They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
They in my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we
Let me teach you how to vibe.
don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out the mud.
Let me teach you how to vibe. Let me teach you how to vibe.
I'm so mad right now. I'm so mad. I was in rare form, bro. I'm so mad I was in rare form. I was in rare form. What's the daddy working? Okay, what you need? What's wrong?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
We're gonna have to take a short break. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? Give me a hug. God damn, bro. All right, we back. Let's start over. KT2 the GOAT. Mr. Bad Take, she in the building. Suave ATL, comedy 2 times, responsible rich. Eugene, what up? Dante, Mr. Crime Scene, Kicks Wheel, 2 times. What's popping? There we go. Man, definitely. If you watching on Facebook, hit that like, share, comment, tap into the daily content. If you watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, comment, tap into the daily podcast. If you missed the lives, go back in there and catch up. There's always a shorter version of the shop talk that you can get caught up on whatever we talking about. You got picture in picture over there as well. If you watching on Twitch, you got Amazon Prime. You can sub to the channel free once a month. It costs you nothing. Jeff Bezos already got that out your pocket. If you don't use it on me, use it on another Twitch content creator that you support.
Let me
And if
teach
you don't
how
have
to
any
vibe.
of those, you should be watching on the green. You should be watching on Kick. Picture in picture, no ads. You can use up
Let me
to
teach
50
you how to
emotes
vibe.
free. You do not have to be a supporter of the channel. All you gotta do is follow. Now we caught up.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Now we caught up. Corey Mack, Robert, Chronic fan. If I missed you, I apologize. Content been going up. But
Let me teach
normally
you how
on
to
a day like
vibe.
today, when Shop Talk start, I be looking for topics, trying to come up with something creative. I don't like taking other people's
Let me teach you how to
conversations and
vibe.
bringing them to the shop and acting like they mine or nothing like that. But Benkert and Gutfoxx. Benkert and Gutfoxx. There's no right or wrong answers. If y'all didn't see it, I'll pull it up on the screen so you can get a good understanding of how we got here. And how we got here was Benkert. Y'all know he did the Madden cast last week. If you got the Cheetah Bay Awuzie card or the T Higgins card free, you watch his Madden cast with Honey Badger. And he's a creator and a former NFL quarterback, played on the Green Bay Packers. He does a lot of content around football, and he does some content with Madden, and he's obviously an EA creator and has, business situation with them. And something happened on his stream where he's a regs player and he wanted to play MUT, so they granted him a team, a B&Ds, and he opened them on his live stream, which you can watch on certain nights that's scheduled, and you can get drops as well from watching his show. He's got his own playbook, a couple of things like that. But all hell broke loose because he basically was on stream, and I don't want to take words out of his mouth, but to the extent of, I don't have time to grind a team. I asked him for a team. I wanted to get in the MUT. I wanted to see about it. And he's opening this team. And if you can see this team that he's opening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you can see this team that he's being granted is these are crystals. This is the Deion Sanders and his son that cost $1,500 on Black Friday. And for people that aren't familiar with Madden, pretty much every card that comes across your screen is like 50 to $100. If it's an LTD up there, it's a step up offer that could go up to $250 for some of these cards. And I don't have a problem with him getting gifted cards from EA because he's an EA creator and hell, he's on the Thursday Night Football. The problem is this thing that we call reading the room. And this is not his fault because he obviously looks like either he's oblivious or he just don't know and he got a lot of other stuff going on and this just not a thing to him. But for a company like EA to understand their player base, to have their creators say that, you know, these are B&Ds, like it's not like I could sell them or anything. They gave me this team. That is like a $3,000 or $4,000 team. People that are day one MUT players grinding from day one don't have that team, don't have those cards, and try to keep up with that. Now, somebody at his level should have that, but they should have had enough tact to say, hey, we're going to send you these. We want you to open this off stream. Maybe you could bring in Henry or John Beast or somebody that could help you build this team out, could show the audience, you know, how valuable these cards are, you know, what are the best cards to have. Because when you open these cards and you know these are $2, $3, $4, $5 million cards that he has, he's excited for sure. But every content creator, every EA network creator, which I'm not one of, and every content creator that makes content with Madden, every comp player, every MUT player on earth is sitting there looking at like 99% of players don't have these specific cards. This team is a team for the 1%. And I think his excitement mixed with people's dejection of, hey man, I didn't have $500 to try to get Deion and Shador. Or, hey man, I couldn't afford to do the crystal step up offer. I grinded up 8 million coin, but I wanted to build out. He's a Packer fan. I wanted to build out a Green Bay Packer TT, and it's gonna cost me an extra $200-300. And just the words, and my comment to him was simply, you probably don't know this, probably don't feel this, you probably like insulated from this, but saying you don't have time to grind it, or you're not going to spend the money to do it, and the fan base is people that don't have time to grind it and don't have the money to do it. Even if they did, it would not be responsible to my community. I never tell y'all to get the best cards or the most LTDs. I mean, there's Robert Brazel, there's Jeffrey Simmons, there's Albert Hainsworth, there's Mac Bees, there's Samari Rowe. Every Tennessee Titan card that dropped for the last 6 weeks have all been LTDs, and I've sit here on stream and tell y'all there's no chance that I go after all those. I'll just rock with whatever I got. But that's when the rubber and the road meets of the toxic part of the community that competitively will do anything for the edge, and then the casuals meet. Competitive and casual on Madden, it's always it's like bleeding Kansas. It's like the Civil War. It's one of the worst things that happens online is when you take the competitive community and the casual community and you mix them. Wherever they meet at is a bloodbath. Wherever they meet at is a bloodbath. So that's why I'm opening the doors for y'all. I want to hear what y'all think. Me personally, I don't have a problem with him getting him. I just think that they should have either brought somebody in with him, user or anybody. They could have brought in Clef. They could, you know, it's a bunch of people they could have brought in to soften that blow. Or if he just went live with the team already built out, people would just assume that he, you know, spent the money on the team. And he was saying this happens all the time, that he just showed it how it actually works. But you might be thinking that you're being transparent, Kirk, but that's really like I'm like humbly flexing on you, like, yeah, this stuff that y'all can't afford, I got it. It don't mean nothing to me. I'm just gonna open it here because I can. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, even if you weren't saying that, that's the translation that came out. His translation could have been, hey guys, I'm so excited. I want to get in the mud. And EA just gave me a God Squad. Bro, how should I put this team together? Translation is, yeah, y'all broke. I'm in the NFL. I got plenty of money. I could have bought this team, but I didn't. EA gave it to me. Y'all ain't got it. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the translation, even if he didn't mean for it to come out that way. And then for him and Gutfoxx to have the bad Twitter exchange, because it's like on his end, he's defending himself like, why is this random dude on Twitter talking crazy to me that I don't know? And then from the Madden community, it's like, everybody knows Gutfoxx. He's a big menu streamer. He's a market guy, and you should know him if you into the Madden. He's like, I don't gotta know you. I'm in the NFL. It's like two worlds are colliding, when it could just been, somebody could say, hey, we could have took the biggest market creator and we could have taken somebody who doesn't play MUT that wants to get into it. We could have had like a little mini EA stream and let them basically like let Gutfoxx explain why these cars were expensive or what he had and how he should build it. But we never get that. Now that punches have been thrown, Kurt is going to defend himself as he should, and Gutfoxx is going to stand on this point as he should. And then the Twitter is just going to go back and forth and be toxic, and we're going to get nowhere. Because guess what's going to happen? Zero Chill is going to drop. They're going to drop some zero AP, out of position, Falele, offensive lineman, JC Latham that can spin and do hurdles without fumbling. And then we're all going to forget about it. And that's how it goes. So I kind of do like Mazermatic's take that, you know, if the comp community would just stop throwing money at these teams and truly play the game in a different perspective, to say like, everybody ain't gonna be Henry, everybody ain't gonna be an MCS superstar, so we need the rest of the community to stop spending money like they are. But then again, how can you tell somebody how to spend their money? I just know I'm not spending my money on that. All right, so I'm gonna get caught up on y'all comments. I had to get on my soapbox and really run that down of, and a little bit part of it, to be real, is they're both right. You know, for somebody to be nonchalant about getting something that 99% of players that really, really grind and put time into this game don't have, after a glitch, after people not getting their rewards all year, could be gaslighting and infuriating. And then on the other side, there are a lot of people in Madden that truly are just mad and hating that he's an EA creator and he got given something that they want. There's a lot of people that like to have a sponsor stream from EA and be on a Madden cast with Honey Badger and be given a God Squad and truly not even care about having it, you know. So there you have it. That's my true thoughts about it. But I'm gonna go back into y'all comments and make sure I get caught up. He said, am I down to do a 3v3 showdown? Absolutely not. I hate squads. I respect everybody who do it. There's no chance in hell that I do squads with or against anybody, even my friends. Chronic fan, what up? It said Madden Cast was pretty boring. It wasn't to me because I got my free card. He's got Titan TT. They said I'm sure he have the money to buy him. I think that's the part, is like, either you got to let him learn to grind through it and do it no money spent, or if you gonna give it to him, let him open it off stream, or like anything. Like, it could have been dump trucks. I don't care. Like, it just was bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that can have an easy fix to it. But people's ego is not gonna allow them to actually walk through that. He said money spent versus no money spent is yeah, I mean, like, bro, y'all see me do money, like I lost my mind doing no money spent for a year. It's just, you got to be minimal money spent. You can't just be overhand, because most of the people that spend a lot of money on the game like don't win.
Oh shit, here we go again.
They said they should give some top 5 or top 10. They used to, when they used to do weekend league, the top 10 used to get like $1 million coin flat out. He didn't face the pack odds. See, and that's another part of it, is these companies are being sued for pack odds, just like LOL Surprise and all that. You know, these people got sued for basically teaching kids to gamble through these odds in video games, and his odds are like 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think any of us have pulled any of these type of cards in packs, even when they're opportunity packs. And to go through a whole year doing people re-rolling a million training and things like this and never hitting these type of cards, and for somebody to just get granted them all, it's kind of like, we know you control it. You're holding on to the slot machine. You can make the hot slot machine hot if you want it. It says sounds like another GGB. No, GGB actually know what's going on. GGB is like one of my guys I really respect. He said Gutfoxx is for the people. Yeah, but he's for the people, but also the way he said it would come off wrong. I know if it was me, I don't care who Madden person it is, like, you at me and you talk and I can feel any type of tone, y'all already know me, I'm gonna be on 10 anyway. So like, it could be somebody saying something to me and I read it and my first response ain't gonna be what you want. So it's like, on one hand, Gutfoxx could have approached it different. On one hand, Benkert could have approached it different. You know what I'm saying? But that's how men do. Men just swing before they think, and then now the community gets to talk about it on Twitter, but we don't get nothing good out of the situation. Because they're like, this situation kind of covers up the fact that people got to glitch out the season pass and already got their season pass maxed out, and I don't. But I can't be mad at I even seen people mad at the content creators that, and the people that was at home that maxed out the pass. Like, bro, if you was at home, you would have did it too. And because you can't be at home, you can't be mad at every content creator that maxed their pass out because it was glitched out. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, get a life, man, get a real job. Some of us have to go to work and couldn't be at home to glitch the pass. I'm like, bro, like, hey, like, bro, like, it don't work both ways. You can't say every time a content creator fails that, haha, I get a job, and then the ones that do succeed, when they get things you can't get, you should be like the rest of us. Like, nah, it don't work that way. Like, that's why I like those type of games I don't engage in. I just don't. Yeah, I seen that YUG. I gotta get into it. I gotta get into that show. I seen like the first episode. I think EA was showing an example with a player who don't play what value cards look like, showing where it helped a player win. I don't think that was it. I think they seen the opportunity of, we just had the Madden cast, we just had Madrid, Zero Chill is coming up, we just had Blitz, people are excited about football. Can we get more people playing MUT? Here's a guy who plays regs and is kind of trying to get into competitive Madden, because Benkert and people like that can be a tool for Madden and football, right? Because the franchises want nothing to do with Madden. So when you take it, the thought should have been, let's pair him with somebody like, if Benkert would have sat down with Henry and said, hey, Henry is gonna help me build my MUT team. I ain't playing MUT. He's gonna help me build a Packer theme team from scratch.
Let me teach you
Then
how
they
to
could have even
vibe.
used MUT.gg to build it, and then show like, man, to build this team from scratch would cost 12 million coin. Henry, how much does that cost? Bro, if you ain't been grinding, that you gonna have to rip this many packs. And then they could have showed him ripping a pack to be like, man, I just spent $100 and I got 400,000 coin. What can I get? And then he go to the auction house and like, I can't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have an offensive line with that. And then be like, all right, so this is why you got to grind the season pass. This is why you got to do this. Imagine how many coins it'd take. And then the next stream he go live and EA then gave him that team. He's like, bro, now it's like more of an appreciation of, man, y'all put in this type of time, because y'all see me, I don't grind the game like I used to, but I still play it and do my dailies. I got 2.5 million coin and a fully Titan theme team. I don't have Dr. Doom and I don't have some of the all 32 guys like Shador and Dion. Like it's a couple of cards I don't got, which is fine because the only people that really would be upset about this is people that are trying to play ladders and LCQ and things like that don't have it and feel like they're losing games because they don't have set players, so that's why I say like everybody gotta find a reason to play it. And as much as the selling point is anybody can build their team and go compete against and try to be the next Henry, as much as everybody ain't finna be there, just build your team for what you want to do and have fun with it the way you want to have fun. Now, there's no fun in having a worse team and losing to somebody who has a better team than you, that they're just beating you because their team and their cards are way better and your team is way worse. There's a fine line because there's some people I could give the best team. I could give them Benkert's team and they can't beat nobody in my Discord. We all seen that. So it's like there's a fine line between the two. And I think the word that I always like to use is called tact. Tact is, let me take somebody who's an outsider to a community and put somebody who's an insider to the community and bridge them, and we'll get more of what we want. Because maybe Benkert's audience will start playing MUT too when they watch him. But if they watch him have this team, let me put it on the screen for those that don't know what I'm talking about. But just imagine you was a day one regs player that wanted to start trying to play MUT now and zero chill about to hit. And you see what Benkert got and put together. And then you go on and like, I'm gonna build me a team too from day. And you open up Madden and you see, let me stop it right here. Let me stop it right here. Let's say you was a Viking fan and you seen Jay Jettis and you went and realized that Jay Jettis was gonna cost you $230, and just for Jay Jettis, nobody else, then it would have the reverse effect on you. You would say, man, I'm going back to regs. There's no chance that I go play and Justin Jefferson cost me $225. Like I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta kind of show both sides, because it's like, if we equated this to rap, it would be like, the rapper that's just like the kingpin that don't show nothing bad about what's going on in the streets. So this is a situation that, like, when keeping it real go wrong. He said the teams is not really the issue, it's the gameplay. If you have someone running the same defense, they get boring. I kind of disagree with that a little bit, because the team is the big deal. Like, let's say you had a really good team and blitz dropped. The person that had the money to get Dion and Shador had a 99 speed Deion Sanders run with Iron Man running streaks. Your fastest cornerback was 93 speed and he's just throwing bombs on you. It don't matter what defense you's in. Like, you can't, like, it would be irritating. So most people did what I did and said, for these 5 days that this blitz give the +5 speed to all these players that got people that went and bought these teams, I'm just not gonna play for 5 days. Now some people just, yes, I got a 99 speed player, I'm gonna play. Me, I have the opposite effect. Is, bro, I'm not playing this with no 99 speed Dion running around. It costs $1,500. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I think. I'm like, season 4 is around next week. I just will do something else until the game. But it's like, I'm a veteran to the game and understand that, to like, bruh, there's no chance that I'm doing the step up pack that's $1,500 for Dion and Shador. Bada, what up? He said Florida State tights. He said we looking at a $20 million in free cars. Yeah, but it's like, I ain't mad at Kurt. I'm just like, they gotta find better ways to bridge the gap that don't have the community hating each other like this. Cause I know I'm Let me go to the big screen. I'm got a clear head, right? I understand how things work. The rest of the Madden community, like 90%, don't think like that. All they see is LTD, 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 and this man just
the monster chat. Customer service going crazy. Hey, shout out to Farrells. Shout out to Farrells. Thank you so much for getting this done before we went live.
Like, if people logging in right now couldn't even get couldn't even get they packs and stuff is 38 hot. Watching him do that, I know people's head was exploding. It's but it's the thing though, Eugene. It's like I don't even look at him and say he corny. I don't look at him like that. I look at him and say like he's using his platform post football to get shit that the average person can't get, and people tight about it. But also this EA problem is they'll lose more of their fan base than they'll gain by doing things like this. If they do it the right way, it boosts the community up. And they have Benkert host an event and do all kind of other stuff. Like, it's ways to do this the right way. They just always pick the wrong way to do it. He's screaming customer grant. But I'm saying, like, if any of y'all opened up y'all game and had this popping off, like, bro, y'all done seen me pull a LTD off a training roll in here and be back there dancing on top of the weight bench. It happens. I'm not mad at him for being excited about getting this, but it's like I can understand how this is a bad optic for the game, considering what just happened and how it's going on. Like, you can't sell a $1,500 Dion and Shedeur Sanders package for Thanksgiving and then turn around.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Take somebody and slap a whole team on free and be the way they be, because I know everybody pack odds ain't been good. You see what I'm saying? It's like, cause see, I learned something about saying people whack or corny when it comes to this social media shit. Until I meet somebody in person and shake their hand and say, oh, that nigga corny. Like, I don't do that no more. That's something I don't do. I ain't done that in years, because when you start going to some of these NFL events and some of these Madden events and some of these streaming events, and you meet people, the people you think is cool ain't cool, and just some everyday chill people be cool as hell. Not saying me, because I don't have expectations about meeting people. I'm just there. You know what I'm saying? But people put off these certain type of personas or certain type of shit, and then you see them and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't what you seem. You know what I'm saying? Some of these females that y'all be in their streams, and some of y'all, I've seen some stuff. I seen them in person, like, man, they haircut like, man, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, not disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, but I've seen people get catfished in real life. I've seen people appear to be 10 feet tall on the internet, and in person, like, they Lord Farquaad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen people appear to be the biggest, toughest person on the planet, and you meet them, they be like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the 10 man, you know, it's like and it ain't about that. It ain't about me saying like, oh, this person corny or this person weak or this person this or that. It's just all about, like, they should be using these as opportunities that you should have took Benkert and put him with a Madden Pro and did a dual stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have did a dual stream and let them help them build it. Like, Kurt used to play for the Packers, man. I'm finna show you how to build a Packers team. We're gonna put the best Packers on the team and see how much this team valued it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that, because this gonna make people not want to buy cards instead of making people want to play. But it makes people, it's like right the opposite. Only reason I say because he acting all surprised. No, he wasn't acting surprised that he got it. You gotta read the tweet. He said he didn't think that they would do it that fast. Like, they basically was on the phone him like, yeah, we gonna send you a team if you want to play MUT. And then he went live, and just think about it. How long it take you to get your rookie premieres? When you get a customer service grant, how long it take? When you watch the MCS thing and you get the free 99 card or the zero chill or most feared, sometimes you don't get it till the next day. So imagine getting off the phone with Z Falls Madden Bible, for the OGs that know who Madden Bible is. And he like, yeah, we're gonna send you some stuff. And then you think you finna get like a couple of bundles, and you turn on your stream in that same few hours, like, you get this. You know what I'm saying? They just sent that man every LTD on earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he was surprised that he got it so fast. If you listen to him talk, like, bro, like, all you gotta do is, so y'all gotta read the tweets.
Yes.
For context.
Ooh.
Like why
Yes, sir. Ooh. A monster. They've created a monster, chat. Customer service going crazy. Hey, shout out to Farrells. Shout out to Farrells. Thank you so much for getting this done before we went live.
You see what I'm saying? He basically like, bro, you gave this to me. I asked you for something and you gave it to me, like, right, just like that. You see what I'm saying? Not surprised, but spoiled. But hey, man, like, they go back to high school. Like, if you was a star player, you got special treatment. You in college, you get NIL deal, you get special treatment. You know what I'm saying? You played in the NFL, you gonna get special treatment. Like, I done been part of a lot of stuff and got special treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been created to be mad I got stuff they ain't get. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you only got a MUT team because you be playing the game all day, every day. Like, bro, I don't even play the game that much. Bro, I honestly don't. Hey, only time y'all see me turn Madden on is when I'm here with y'all, and I don't even play that like I used to. Just because it at times it don't have the same feel for me.
Let me teach you
what I'm
how to
saying? I don't
vibe.
burn myself out no more. How you feel about his custom playbook and MUT? And none of us have. I mean, like, I could care less about his playbook. I like to been on the Madden cast with Honey Badger. I would have liked to have been in Madrid, you know what I'm saying, at the EA event. I like to get flown out to Orlando to host some of the events. I like to do the interview with all the rookies when they did the rookie premiere. I would have liked to sit down with Cam Ward and talk about his rookie season. Like, I don't give a damn about no playbook. Got to make Madden great again. Man, stuff like this kind of take away from it. And I think, I don't know, like, they burned through the game this year kind of quick. Like, we already had 99s before Thanksgiving. We had 99 speed players at Halloween, bro. This is just crazy. But Bada, how do you make Madden great again? Z Files is Madden Bible. Mike, what up? How do you get attention off yourself as a company? You create drama and get the community fighting amongst themselves. That's why I say this is more of a psyop. This is more of a psyop for people to be mad for 24 hours about him getting his team. You know what I'm saying? Because in the grand scheme of things, like, he's not playing in ladders. Like, it might infuriate you the way that EA alienate their fan base at times, but this ain't Benkert team ain't gonna be the different whether you beat John Beast or not in ladders. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna happen. Some of these people out here looking for an excuse. Some of y'all, I could give y'all day team. I could give you this team right here and you still ain't gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we being honest. Some of y'all, I could give y'all a 99 team right now. Y'all ain't gonna win no games. But it is, I get it. Like, I wish that, you know, I wish they brought the club championships back. Like, all 32 teams was involved. I wish that they didn't get rid of Madden Classic with regs. You know, I wish we didn't have the situation we had with HLX. You know, I wish I wish we could, my man's, you know, I wish that didn't happen with him, you know, rest in peace. Like, it's a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that there was more opportunities. But when you have people outside of the game, like Benkert coming into the game, they got to do a better job of blending the communities from casual to competitive to get new players, because the game dies if you don't get new players. If you don't get new people playing mud and regs in franchise, the game dies. So you need more Benkerts, but you just got to do a better job of integrating them into the community where it help grows it don't further separate it. I think that's the biggest part. He an ex-NFL player. I wouldn't be surprised a lot of them can get a team. Like, bruh, if who is y'all favorite team? If any starter on y'all favorite team asks EA for a MUT team and they gonna start streaming, like right now, Cam Ward tell EA, man, give me a MUT team. They gonna lace him up. He got a $47 million contract, but they gonna lace him up. It come with the game, but they just got to do a better job, because if defending himself, if Benkert piss off a lot of the community, slapping him in the face about it, it drive a bigger wedge than it do bringing it together. Because in reality, it should be like they should be letting him do his own event. You know what I'm saying? They should be doing more stuff like that. But it's like you already got the casual community, which is like centered around regs and franchise, and the MUT community, which is the competitive Madden, already don't get along. You brought back the Madden Classic and then got rid of it after 1 year to drop $1,500 Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders combinations and $250 crystal step ups every 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing stuff like that, and at the same time, like not understanding why your community not growing. You gotta find a way to make your community grow, not separate. All right. Let me hear y'all questions, man. Go ahead and shoot. I felt like that was important to go through that. That'll be up on Shop Top on YouTube tomorrow. We said Cam Scatterbo gonna lie. And if Cam Scatterbo is injured and want to play Madden and gonna stream, if he asks for a team, they'll give it to him. Oh, choked on that coffee. Y'all got any football questions? Drop them. Now's the time to ask before we get into anything else. Appreciate y'all tapping in on my YouTube channel. The offline's been doing better, been more consistent with them. We mixing in the shorts in with it on top of that. Y'all know my goal. My goal is to be the #1 Titan football media content creator. Like I'm still always gonna do the gaming and the Madden, but that's my goal, is to be like the most powerful content creator in Titans media. You know what I'm saying? I be pushing waves in the radio, like making them like, trust me, we influential, bro. Like we talk if I start up a topic in the morning, they'll be talking about it'll be the radio show. They hold 2-3 hour set tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Ravens gave Mark Andrews the bag. What does that mean for Isaiah Likely though? If they gave Mark Andrews the bag, what does that mean for Isaiah Likely? Isaiah Likely a free agent next year. He's gonna be looking for 10 million plus. See, I need to do more videos and shorts on YouTube myself. Thing with that stuff is consistency, man. Like I know every morning at 8 a.m. I got a YouTube video upload. Every morning at 8 a.m. a YouTube video upload. Shop Talk go up with a different thumbnail. Like it has to happen. Then it's like I'm mixing in at least one short a day and one picture post a day. So it's like between that and then when I go live, you know, we don't have the viewership that we used to have, but me having double digits on Facebook, having double digits on Kick, having a few people on Kick watching, a few people, I mean, not Kick, but on YouTube and Twitch, you know, I still look up and be surprised by the number. And I'm one of the people that's appreciative of every person, whether you lurk, whether you comment on picture posts, whether you hate everything that I say about football, you disagree with every take, you argue with every take, you put thumbs down on I don't care. Like I appreciate anybody who when they scroll on their phone, they see my stuff, they stop and interact. Do videos on TikTok. I gotta be more consistent on TikTok. National Signing Day for college was interesting. Man, Penn State. Oh, this is the second topic. I'm glad you said that. It's so amazing. As this was in the back of my head before all this happened. A lot of teams fired their coach in college and pro without no backup plan, and it showed. Penn State, I said, was a mistake to get rid of James Franklin. One of the winningest coaches in this era, he just never won the big one. They went from a top 10 recruiting class to number 120. When you hear Caleb Downs say, man, I left Bama because I ain't know what was going to happen with Nick Saban. When you see what Ole Miss flipping recruits back to Ole Miss and not LSU and vice versa. Vanderbilt signing the #1 quarterback coming out of the draft. Like, the landscape is changing and teams is getting rid of coaches and their rosters is going to suffer in the NIL era because of it. I think a lot of teams be firing coaches. Like Florida got rid of Dan Mullen prematurely a few years ago. Where would they be now if they just let Dan Mullen rock? Now they done got rid of Napier. They not sure the guy they got now gonna be better than you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these schools gonna be regressing. You know, like, you might have to sit through a bad season and spend some more money in the portal and hit them recruiting trails harder than you just gonna fire a coach because you ain't got what you want. You winning 10 games a year and close to being in the playoffs almost every year. Like, I know that's not lowering the bar, but we in a new era of NIL, so nobody really know how long this era gonna last and how the impact is gonna be. Reason why I say that is Tennessee. I hear Tennessee fans, because I'm a Tennessee Titan fan, but an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. I see a lot of Tennessee fans because they went to the playoffs last year and lost to Ohio State. They lost their quarterback in the portal, got a good one back. Before the season when it happened, they would have been happy with 8 wins. It finds out that Aguilar was good and they thought they could win 10 wins and get back to the playoffs. They get beat by Vandy, get took to the woodshed by Vandy. Then you want to fire Heupel. Tennessee Volunteers didn't win a championship with Peyton Manning. Philip Fulmer or T. Martin, the last time they tasted a championship, they really haven't been good in 25 years. Like, they've had good teams, but I'm saying like being an elite franchise that like the USC run, the Miami run, the Bama run, Ohio State run that they like, you ain't had nothing like that to be acting like what Heupel doing right now that you could do any better. Mess around and fire him and be like some of these teams. Penn State open, Virginia Tech open, Florida open, all these schools open. You got 4 or 5 NFL jobs open. You might mess around, lose all your recruits, have some boosters back out of pledge of money, and you might be stuck. Zay, what up? I wonder they going to realign the conferences. Realign it to what? It's just like, really, to be honest, it's the SEC and it's the Big Ten and everybody else just out there. If we being fair, that ain't no disrespect to the rest of y'all conferences, but let's be serious. You were saying it last night. It's tough. About Sarkisian doing what Sarkisian's supposed to do. Because in reality, you got Texas and Vanderbilt that's going to be right outside the bubble. You're going to have some teams that get in that aren't better than Texas and Vanderbilt. If Bama or Georgia lose in the SEC championship, when they lose, they're going to be better than some teams that get in. So like Texas and Vanderbilt they should be out there like shaking the tree. Because when you go back and look back to like common losses and common wins, like it's not going to be that much difference between these teams. What my thoughts about Lane Kiffin? We all knew Lane Kiffin was leaving. LSU giving him $12 million a year and offering $25 million a year in NIL money. It don't much else about it have to be said. Everybody who know how the SEC work knew that Lane Kiffin was gone, and they wasn't gonna allow him to coach Ole Miss and bring more coaches and players in to LSU with him. So that's what that was about. I'll be happy my Hogs had 7 wins. You see what I'm saying, TJ? Zay was good. T Ruff, what up? I mean, that's the truth of the matter. It's like, if you've been in the SEC or you've been an SEC fan your whole life, like you know how stuff works. Cause Ole Miss might have had the money to pay him, but Ole Miss ain't gonna be floating that money out there and have the same recruiting base that you could spend $25 million a year in the portal. Like, y'all have any clue? Like, just wrap your mind around every year with the LSU recruiting base and just the history of LSU players that come out into the NFL, and you can spend $25 million a year. Like, how you think Ohio State looked the way it looked? Ohio State been spending the most money in NIL. They was ready to get rid of Ryan Day till they opened their pocketbook. Then you get Quinshawn Juggins and Travion Henderson and Jack Sawyer, and you got Caleb Downs, and man, you just start going through Jeremiah Smith, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Olave, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all Garrett Wilson, like, you just start going like, bro, how many players is there, bro? Like, you just going out and getting, and you can't knock it. You can't be mad at it because they believe in themselves. Texas Tech spent their bag this year and see where they at. Heartline going to USF, and that's gonna hurt them recruiting because Heartline is the offensive mind, and some of them receivers gonna be splitting duty. He gonna take some of them receivers with him. LSU got that Texas money. I think if BYU beats Texas Tech, they make the CFP. Some of them got the automatic bids. I ain't looked at BYU stuff yet. BYU coach got the bag. You know, Penn State down bad when the BYU coach decide he want to stay in BYU. like think about it. BYU and Vanderbilt's coach said, "Nah, I don't want to come to one of them schools. I'm gonna stay at Vanderbilt in BYU." Like, think about Penn State, Florida, these type of teams that's getting turned down by the Vanderbilt coach and by the BYU coach. Like, the landscape of college football has truly changed, and I hope that in watching the Lane Kiffin situation, all the people that hate that these young players are getting paid and saying, well, they got a scholarship, but this is a coach making $9 million a year that's taking the team to the playoffs, that's gonna go chase the money without staying with that team and just seeing it through. So what does that tell you? You can't be mad at the player that hits the portal to go get the money. Or how could you be mad at Nico? Even though I think Nico made a mistake, how could you be mad at Nico for wanting more money and being greedy? And he's 20 years old, and you got a 50-year-old coach that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money difference between Ole Miss and LSU, well, they was gonna match it. They just couldn't match what he just gonna be able to do in the portal. And in that situation, like, people gotta really stop being mad at the student athlete for going after the money and making the best situation for themselves possible. And I want to say this is something, a hot take that I wanted to put out here. There's gonna be a kid that's so good that's gonna get an NIL high school deal, and on signing day, when they flip that hat, they're gonna get a record-breaking check for their freshman season, and they're gonna hit the portal their sophomore season, and they're gonna hit the portal their junior season, and they're gonna hit the portal their senior season, and they're gonna come out being one of the most decorated college players. They got one of the biggest bags, and that player is gonna look and say, man, I know everybody dreamed to get to the NFL, but I'm gonna go start me a business. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stay connected to football a different way, but I done got $10 million a year in the portal. I got $40 million, and I'm not going to the NFL to get concussions and get put in the blue tent. It's gonna be a kid one day that takes that approach, and then people are not even gonna understand it, because people laugh about Traylon Burks with the Tennessee Titans. Traylon Burks came out of a first round pick and made $14 million. he's only played a handful of football games in his career. If he decide to stay with his family and go fishing every day and not play football ever again, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I made $14 million off 14 games, and I ain't never playing football again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people look and be like, oh, he a bum. Like, no, he's not a bum. This is a person that made a bunch of money. And, you know, like Carson Beck decided to not come out the draft. He went from Georgia to Miami and got a bag. Quinn Ewers left and could have went in the portal and got 10 million. He went to the Dolphins in the 7th round and getting 8 million in 4 years. Might not ever get a shot to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. He probably should have hit the portal. You see what I'm saying? Like that, and that's it's gonna be something that happen like that in the future. And when it does, people should not be surprised, because they always told us the college game is this game that's so pure and it's just all about the love of the game. But when it just come down to it, it's always and forever gonna be about almighty dollar. Yo, what up though? He said BYU coach played at BYU and Lee played at Vanderbilt. But we never imagined a guy from BYU and Vanderbilt turning down, you know, blue blood schools to stay at BYU and Vandy. He said the Latter-day Saints. VR, what's good, my boy? What's popping? Hey, VR said his son. Hey, listen, your son be smart. No CTE, no concussions, none of that. Y'all got any more questions? Shoot. Y'all got any more questions? Shoot. Man, mental health is pretty good today, Stat. You think it gonna be structure before that happens? How can you put structure on it? They moved the signing day period back. So the signing day period ends because the semester starts over. So you want it to end now. So when January hit, people can go to their new schools and the semesters won't be thrown off. There's really no way to do it. Ole Miss won't allow Lane Kiffin to coach and go to LSU because it's going to affect their signings and their deals. So it's like, nah, if you're going to go. We're going to keep our players and our coaches here, and you got to start over there. LSU is like, nah, you finna come over here and start recruiting now if we're going to spend $25 million a year, if that's in your deal. So how can you restructure it? Because you want people to play through the bowl season, but the contracts is going to end premature to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think, a few years ago, people was mad when first round and second round picks were sitting out of bowl games that weren't New Year's Day bowls, right? Oh, they should play with their team. Like, well, they don't want to mess up their draft stock that's going to cost them millions, right? So then when you get past that, now it's like you signed a contract to leave to go to this school. You got to leave today. You can't stay. So as a fan, we can't get mad when players don't stay to play with their schools through the bowl season because the contracts say they shouldn't. You see what I'm saying? Then you get now in the NFL, because the NFL is going to have to start guaranteeing second round contracts after the holdouts that they had this year, because a player is saying, why would I come out in the NFL and take a chance of falling out the first round from a bad combine or a bad interview? You fall into the second round and don't have guaranteed money. You don't get the 5th year option like a first round pick. Like George Pickens right now is going to get the 5th. He's going to get $30 million if the Cowboys franchise tag him. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when people get that 5th year option, like a George Pickens getting $30 million, is because he was drafted high enough. It's in your contract. You would have a player saying, I'm gonna just go back in the portal and get the guaranteed check in college. if I come out in the second round and my contract ain't guaranteed, and I get hurt. So you're gonna have players staying in college longer because there's more money in college. It's gonna take probably 5 years before they regulate, and then meanwhile, every draft class further and further down is probably gonna get to the point that a top 100 pick will get a fully guaranteed contract. But then the negotiations for like physicals and drug tests and probably gonna have social media and all kind of stuff in their contract. Like, look at Abdul Carter, Tennessee Titans. They're like, oh, y'all need to trade the first round, either draft Abdul Carter or trade back. Don't get Cam Ward and Shador. They suck. This dude missing meetings and cussing out the media, and Jackson Dart over there don't want to slide. He say he gonna continue to play reckless. He stay in the blue tent. Like, teams gonna start trying to protect themselves as much as the players is. 35 championships. Now he doing college, like high school. 2-year contracts for kids. Say it might be an option. Coach said, what up? B Walker, what to do, player? But that's crazy though, to think like that's where we're going to. That's what we're getting to, is a whole new era of, imagine the day a person like, man, I ain't going to the NFL draft. Ain't no money in it.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Go back into the college portal. You know what I'm saying? So if you Ryan Williams, if you Ryan Williams or Cam Coleman or somebody, like, do you stay and try to play college 4 years? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not coming out like a Cam Ward, like Cam Ward got $50 million guaranteed on his rookie deal being picked where he got picked at. For Shador, people are like, oh man, he's still talking about money. Like, Shador falling in the draft like that, far as his guaranteed money, you know, falling out, that cost him probably $40 million guaranteed. Shador could have went back to Colorado and made more money in Colorado than he making on the Browns. And people make it seem like he's selfish or he's just like, bro, you realize if he was at Colorado another year, like the amount of money he would make at Colorado would be 10 times the amount that he's making at on the Cleveland Browns. So it's like when you Dante Moore or you Ty Simpson or, you know, you Mendoza, like if you got more eligibility, and that's what Diego Pavia and Aguilar is fighting for, trying to get extra eligibility. Like, how much money can Diego Pavia make staying at Vanderbilt? How much more money can Ty Simpson make staying at Bama? How much more money can Dante Moore make staying at Oregon? Or if you Ty Simpson and you get Bama, let's say they beat Georgia and get a bye and make it to the top 4 or the final game of the CFP, and he throw for 300 yards a game and come back and say, I name my school in the SEC, I'm gonna go play at another school, and that school give him 10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he went the number 1 pick overall, he still in that 1 year would make more money in college. If I year bad last night, hey, he said keep my quarterback name out your mouth. I'm just talking about what John Gruden told him. John Gruden told him if he don't change his play style, he gonna be in the blue tent in protocol. He'll crash out. Y'all running back a crash out, and y'all edge rusher crash out.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Whole team full of crash outs out there in New York. 1,826 days. If you're on Facebook, let me see that follow age, exclamation point follow age. Let me see some. Coop, what up? Hey, Coop. Hey, next week when the Titans get ready to play the 49ers, don't say shit. We good. We're trying to lose. We're not trying to beat y'all. That's a free dub. We want the number 1 pick. Deal? Y'all don't even get to trash talk the game because we tanking. If you a Niner fan, when y'all beat the Titans, like, we tanking, so like y'all can't even celebrate. T. Russ say 29 days. Chronic fan. Not currently. No, we good. It's Facebook. I expect the Cowboys slow 2,032 days. But Chronic, it say you got like a 3-year badge. It's like you got a 3-year badge on my stream, bro. It say that's crazy that it's saying you don't follow, but it say you got a 3-year badge, bro. It's just Facebook, Chronic. You know what I'm saying? It's a on your actual gaming page. It say 3-year anniversary follower. Facebook just be letting us down, man. 1,762 days. I mean, she stuff is barbershop lows. It's a lot of people who follow it started over. And I be telling people all the time, like, bro, if you come in my stream and the badge don't show us, I'm not one of them people to even think about stuff like that. That stuff's not even in my wheelhouse. It's Facebook. Because I be going in people's streams sometimes. They're like, man, you don't follow me? Like, bro, like, it's Facebook. Like, I gotta have a supporter button on somebody's stream and give subs and it'll say I ain't a follower. Nobody thinks that way anymore. But y'all got any more questions? Y'all had some good questions today, man. The college coaching thing, the Benkert thing. Y'all had some good ones. 1,964 days. Is your Bears finna get them cheeseheads some work? Man, I'm proud of the teams that turned it around because they get the Tennessee Titans hope. I made a whole podcast about that Cowboy slow. Check out the YouTube. I made a whole podcast dedicated to the Bears turnaround and the Patriots turnaround. I don't even post followers no more. Yeah, I mean it's not the same. It be like Facebook.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Sabotage their own live streaming experience. But that's why I'll continue to do shop talks on Facebook, and I'll continue to do I'll continue to post offline content on Facebook. I never alienate my community. And for those who have been on Facebook, please follow the YouTube. Please follow the Kick. Please follow the Twitch.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
If you're watching on Kick, you get no ads. You can do picture in picture. You can use 50 emotes. See, Facebook as a partner the last 6 years, I couldn't have no more than 16 stickers. I got 50 on Kick, and you don't have to be a sub to use them, and it's no ads, and it's picture in picture. So then if you miss any of that content, I'm always dropping stuff on Twitter. I'm always dropping stuff on YouTube. These shop talks that I do, I condense them and break them down to smaller portions. And then if you like watching on Twitch, you know, sometimes they have drops. It's picture in picture on Twitch. Some people just like the Twitch viewing experience. And if you got Amazon Prime, you can sub to the channel on Twitch for free, or any other content creator that you watch on Twitch. So it's a lot of stuff, man. Like, I try to put my content everywhere. So if a person like to engage my content, wherever you feel most comfortable at, please do so. Because I try to respond to every comment. Sometimes I know I shouldn't, but I still respond, because the day that I feel like I'm too big for anybody to respond to my content, or somebody's comment ain't worthy, or I'm smarter than my audience or something, like, is the day I've been in lost touch. He said, what do I see the Titans drafting first? I think O-line. I got a bunch of different mocks in Cowboy Slow. What I basically did is, here's a mock if we trade back and take Arvell Reese or Ruben Bain. Here's a mock if we trade back and we take Jeremiah Love. Here's a mock if we trade back and go wide receiver first. The latest one I did, I traded back and I took Arvell Reese and Caden Proctor. You know, so I've actually like went through this several times of different ways of, like, if I was going to draft, how would I draft for the Titans? Because what you do is, the amount of times that you go through and man, I got a draft. Where's the draft at? For the amount of times that that you go through, you start to see things like, okay, these players are usually around right here. Okay, these players are usually around about here. Okay, a lot of teams have the need that this specific player or this specific whoop-de-whoop would be off the board. So I kind of let me see if I got a picture of it, because I had made something last night that was kind of cool. I think it's gone. I had to put it in my phone and post it. But to me, I think you take best player available. The Titans roster is so bad that the Titans are gonna have the number 1 pick, the top pick in the second, a third. Draymond Jones get another half a sack. They'll have 2 fourths, a fifth. They'll have 2 6 and a 7. And if they trade Will Levis, they'll have another pick or any other player that they trade in the offseason. Plus, they'll have the most money in free cap space and a new head coach. So it's like, when you think about the number of picks they get, and we know for 1,000% sure that they're going to trade out of the top pick, which is going to mean like they're probably going to have multiple first round picks. So Titans got to go to every spot and say, what's best player available and what would a team trade for this pick? Because their goal was to have 10 to 12 picks in the first 3 years in the top 100, and they've got several of them. So if they got a chance to trade back and pick twice in the first round, or they get to the first pick in the second round and somebody else wants a player really bad and you give up 6 spots to get another third or something like that, like in every situation, they got to weigh their options based on what's the best player available and how much can I get for this pick. Man, 2 times, you so petty, bro. This man 2 times is petty, bro. All right, I'm finna post this in the Discord, that way I can pull it up, because it's on my phone. Let me see something. It's in my phone, so. All right. All right, yeah. Cowboy slow, here you go. All right, so, you know, Unc got tools, you know what I'm saying? All right, so Cowboy slow. This is what I did in my latest mock draft. My first player I took was Arvell Reese, and I used the college .gd to be able to put them here so I could put them in the 2 deep so you could see that I put Arvell Reese as my first pick. My second pick, I took Caden Proctor, right? This was my draft. So I traded back and got 2 firsts, and then I traded back again. So I took Denzel Boston on offense as my third pick, the top pick in the second round. And then I took Chris Johnson, cornerback out of San Diego State, and Chris Brazel as my next pick. So, you know, I took Chris Johnson, put him right here. And then I took Brazel, wide receiver out of Tennessee, and put him right here. So they left my receiving core with Denzel Boston, Brazel, Chimere DK, A.O. Monitor, and Restrepo. In free agency, I went and got Breece Hall, Tyler Lindenbaum, and because I drafted Caden Proctor right here, I got Scoro playing Jackson Slater at right guard and JC at right tackle. I'm letting Chig go, and I got Gunner, DMR, Tajay, and Khalil. Traded Will Levis, and then we're gonna try to trade Dan Moore. Right? So when we get down here around 100, because the Titans wanted 10 to 12 top 100 picks in the first 3 years. So right at my top 100, which you still get a lot of really good talent at. I took Dalen Everett at corner out of Georgia, Georgia's best corner. And then I took Harold Perkins that would play right here behind Cody Barton. So I'm keeping some athleticism. So once I got to a certain spot, I just started picking best player available. So my next 2 picks was Eli Stowers and Raleek Brown on offense. So you put Raleek Brown in the running back room. Tajay contract is up next year. And then Eli Stowers would go right here behind Gunnar Helm. Take Vanderbilt's tight end to go where Chig was at. Assuming that Chig, Mark Andrews just got 3 years, $30-something million. Isaiah likely finna get probably 10 million or more. Kyle Pitts finna get 10 million or more. So like Chig can get some money. Then I took another running back, best player available. Then I took Michael Taft and AJ Harris. So, you know, Michael Taft would remove Kendall Brooks right here and Xavier Woods would be gone. And then we'll have AJ Harris. We'll fight it out with Darrell Baker and Kerry Long. But that's what I would do. You know, that's my latest mock draft. That's my latest mock draft. Because it's like the Titans just got to get as many draft picks as possible and pick best player available at every spot. Hey, man, get comedy out of here, Coop. Get comedy out of here. I know what comedy about to say. I'm going to get mad we start looking at that roster because all his players has got in the blue tent. All comedy players in the blue tent. You see what I'm saying? Like the way I took was, let me just take best player available at every spot. And then in my free agency, my whole free agency was like, the way I looked at free agency was like, all right, I know the Titans is not going to go do what they did with Snead and Cheeto and spend $100 million at one position. Like I could more see them re-signing Sebastian Joseph Day. I could see them re-signing Jahad Ward 1-year deals. I could see them giving Kerry Long a prove-it deal and give him a chance to start down the stretch of this season. You know what I'm saying? On offense, if Lloyd Cushenberry hurt his foot, Corey Levin gonna start again. If he didn't miss more time than he been, he one of the people that Rand brought in at center. 4 years, $50 million. They might move on from him and get Linderbaum if the Ravens can't afford him. You know, then you think about Dan Moore. He's a big cap hit. They might try to trade him. He might be the best free agent left tackle that's on the market again. Why not trade him if you could trade him and get anything for him? And Chig, I'd like to keep Chig. He's been the most productive pass catcher for the last 4 years and the most durable. But if he can go out and he finna ask for some, you know, $8, $9, $10 million and up, you gotta let him walk and try to get something else in the draft. Because I don't think the Titans can afford to spend $10 million on the tight end right now. Because they can't run the football. Like they need to spend that and get their offensive line really set. They tried and it didn't work. But then if I didn't think that I'd be able to get one of the running backs that I want, I'm not bringing Tony Pollard back next year. I go after Breece Hall. So if I was gonna spend $6-7 million, $8 million a year running back, I'd spend it on Breece Hall at 24, 25 years old than Tony Pollard. I feel like the Titans ran Tony Pollard into the dirt last year. Bro, ain't got that much. Who you trade with for that pick number 7? The Jets. The Jets offered me. Hold on, I got it saved. I can put it up on the screen too. Pictures. New York trade. Screenshots. Bang. Hold up. I'm about to show it to you. All right, here it is. Put it on the screen. Dang, can I zoom in? All right, there you go. Had to take a second, my bad. the number 1 pick I traded to the Jets for Dallas first, Indianapolis first, the 7th pick, the 21st pick, and the 37th pick. So we got 3 first-round picks next year, and we got to pick twice in the first round and a second-round pick. So I mean, we basically got like close to the Bears deal, which Dallas and Indianapolis first-round picks is gonna be at the bottom of the first round of next year, but we're completely fine with that. If the Tennessee Titans get 3 first-round picks in 27 plus this, like nobody can really trip on my draft, bro. Nobody can trip on my draft if I got 3 first-round picks in 27 and I got the team I just showed y'all. Like the Titans can't go to war with that. And then what I did was I gave some flexibility on offense to say, all right, you putting Caden Proctor at left tackle. You can still trade Dan Moore. You got Crenshaw, Dixon, and Oli Udoh to swing. You got Pete. You got a real leader on the offensive line. So your left side of your line is like, you should be able to run left. Jackson Slater we drafted him this year. That'll give him a whole year to just sit and come in next year. And if JC Latham never got healthy, which I think JC Latham right now is our second best lineman, but I think once he get fully healthy, he'll be fine at right tackle next year. And if he didn't fully heal and you wanted to kick him inside and go right tackle, but I believe in JC. I think JC, once his body get healthy, people gonna be regretting how they treated JC. And then you still got Drew Moss and Blake Hands as backup swing guards, and Corey Levin, you keep him as your backup center. Cause like we ran the ball better with Corey Levin at center than we did with Cush. So Dan Moore and Cush, you get on from them, and Chig will be gone. You have Eli Stowers right there with DMR and Gunnar Helm, Denzel Boston, Chris Brazil, Tim DK, A.L. Monitor, and Strep. Like I love the way that wide receiver room look. Then you got Breece Hall, Tajay Kalel, and the 2 drafted rookies. Like if y'all ain't seen Raleek Brown and Robert Henry tape, they gonna be some late round studs like Kyle Monangai is for the Bears right now. But you know, that Breece Hall just that insurance plan, 3-year deal. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little change up front, backloaded. Then on defense, Kevin Winston and Hook come back, and you got Michael Taft that I drafted. Xavier Woods got 1 more year, but I get rid of him if I got Taft. And I have Harold Perkins right here playing behind Cody Barton. Femi come back healthy with Arvell Reese on the other side. Big Jeff T Sweat. I bring back SJD for rotation. CJ Ravenel and James Lynch. Like your backup guy, Jahad Ward, I bring him back on a 1-year vet deal. My 2 starting corners, let me go get some young guys like the Eagles, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Let me go get 2 young guys. I got Marcus Harris, the rookie. Then you got Baker Jr. and Elam that we already got right now. Then on your practice squad, you got Michael Robinson and Amar Davis. You keep them boys on the practice squad. Now, if they gotta play last resort, cool. But I mean, I think offense and defense got miles better. And you talk about having a 3 first round picks in 27. Like if the Titans can't get right from that, and they still got a bunch of money to extend Big Jeff and to extend Pete early, but I don't know what else to say. Because the way I did it, that way if you got to eat a little money trading Dan Moore and Cush, even if you getting late round picks back for them trading, and you eating some of the money, it's like value. Because let's say you traded Dan Moore, got an $82 million contract. If you traded him and got like a 5th round back for it, and you traded Cush and got like a 5th or 6th round back for it, even if they late round picks, if you telling me you gonna have 3 first rounders, and then in the late rounds in 27 draft, you gonna have 2 5ths and 2 6ths, bro, they should be straight. If they can't get right from that, they ain't never gonna get right. If they can't get right from that, they ain't never gonna get right. right, look. I'm about to open my my season 4 stuff. Boy, chronic fan back there. Let me click on him. Now, I didn't get to juice the situation like everybody else did, so let's let me see what I gotta do to do my dailies. Will it get me to, let's see, 2,500, 3,000, 4,000? I still won't go to, that won't help me go. All right. All right, let's open up these packs. Crystal balls in the chat, man. Charles D with 2 years and 4 months. All right, crystal balls in the chat. Let's get lucky one time. All right. So weekly spotlight tokens. These ain't nothing. So I'm gonna open these up. This ain't nothing. I got some editing to do tonight because I think we just made about 5 different YouTube videos with the questions. Hey, y'all keep y'all questions coming, man. If I gotta do a Shotbybuddha mailbox, we're gonna do a Shotbybuddha mailbox. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate all the questions. Y'all have some fire questions today. All right, so let's open the smaller stuff first. Let me see some crystal balls in the chat. We need to get lucky like Benkert. We need that back shoulder Benkert, man. All right, let's see. Nothing. What's the cheapest overall stuff I can open? Hey T, appreciate the love. I wish that would have been an 85. Let's see. Give me a gold strategy item or something. Trash. Let's like let one of these be an 87 or something. Man, they do not love me, bro. They do not love me. Now y'all see the type of stuff I'm opening. So the people that's like don't understand why people is frustrated about the whole Benkert situation. Like the average person can sit here and open 20, 30 packs and not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is the easy choice right here. Do we want Debo Samuel or Peter Skoronski, bro? Duh, we want the Tennessee Titan. Duh, we want Pete. All right, team of the week. Let's get Draymond Jones right here. Draymond Jones, come on. Yeah, 100 coins. We really blew it out the water.
me teach you how to vibe.
Gaming with Meeks was good. Oh, Meeks, you missed it. We had a long conversation. But I'm gonna put it on YouTube. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Who did y'all take? I mean, neither one of these guys, neither one of these guys are. I'll take M and Warrior. It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna make a whole video about it. It was a good conversation though. He said quick soul for training. Bro, I didn't get nothing out of all that stuff. All the season 4 stuff, y'all just sit there and watch me open up. I didn't get nothing. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch is getting sold for training. Hey, do any of these guys go inside of the Draymond Jones card, or Draymond Jones he's a champion, so you don't need to put nothing inside? Okay, boom, 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 boom. Training. All right, Riley Dixon. These cars all sell quick sale. Herb Adderley. What platform popping the most? Should I go over to Kick? I mean, they all about the same. Like, they fluctuate. Meeks, what I tell you is, like, watch where you the most comfortable at. Now, if you watch on Kick, you get picture in picture. You can use like 50 different emotes free over there. No ads. I probably would watch on Kick if it was me. But I mean, like, you still got the badge on the book. Like, I wouldn't move if I was like, picture in picture is kind of cool because you can do stuff with your phone, you know, like that's the difference in the picture in picture. Is like you can do stuff with your phone. But I'll have a shorter, like a 20-minute breakdown of the Benkert situation. But if you still want to rap on it, we can still rap on it in the chat. I ain't one of those. I just put it, I try to put my, like, if you engaging with me live, we had a conversation here live. If you missed it and want to go back and see the original, like, I'm cool with everything, Brian. You know me. Baker and Spears tomorrow, both cheap cars. What's the speed on Spears? I'm finna build up Adderley now. I'm finna build up this Adderley. Bro, finna go straight to the slot. Right now, he already faster than a key to lead though. That's who I had. I had a key to lead. Oh, here come the 0 AP stuff. The abilities are frozen at 0 AP. Bro. Perfect catch, tackles, increases, knockouts and fatigue. 0 AP pick artist, 0 AP mid zone, 0 AP flat zone, outside shade, inside shade for 0 AP. Anybody hop in the booth? Nah, they just was like asking questions, really just. Yeah, their middle linebacker Gronk. Would y'all put inside shade on Adderley in the slot, or would y'all put pick artist or knockout, right, or menace? I think the inside shade is kind of crazy. I think inside shade for 0 AP is kind of crazy, bro. Inside shade is only for man. What are y'all putting on him? Because I mean, he can get mid zone or flat zone for 0 AP.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Last time you played KOs didn't work. I'm gonna wait and see. I mean, you could put mid zone and flat zone on him for 3 AP. Like, that's really kind of cheap. Hell, I wouldn't care if he never picked the ball off if he gonna knock down every damn thing that's thrown at him in zone. Like, that is kind of crazy. He did the bus first. I'm gonna do him next. The bus. He's hard to take, like 95 and slot right here is crazy. Like I think I'm gonna put Adderley. I think he's gonna be my starting slot. Cheeto is going to press down one spot. That Adderley is cracked out. So when I go nickel, Adderley will be on the field instead of Cheeto. Cam was always first. So many players
Let me
with
teach you
all
how to
TT.
vibe.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that all TT shit. Like I've been saying that from the gate. I'm not a fan of the all TT stuff. And the reason why I say that is like, make a person substitute somewhere, bro. Like there has to be a spot on the field where you gotta like say, if I'm going TT, I can't have TT and this be boosted speed. He said back shoulder Benkert was first. I actually gave Benkert a little bit of grace in the in my breakdown. It's gonna be on YouTube, but y'all some OGs, man. We could continue the conversation if y'all want to know my true thoughts on it. What grace did I give him? That like either he's kind of like oblivious to the situation and EA put him in a bad spot, because what they should have did is they had two options. One is, hey bro, we're gonna send you these cards. Do not open this shit on stream. People ain't been getting they rewards. People that didn't get they drops. We're not gonna take the chance of having a bad PR situation. So what we're gonna do, bro, is we're gonna either take John Beast or Henry and let them come on stream and help you build a Green Bay Packers TT, or you just open this shit up offline, and when you go live, your team is already there and they just assume you spent the bread. Then he on his Twitter said, this happens all the time in business. I just I'm transparent enough to let y'all see it. And like, sometimes a person could be thinking that they doing something that's like beneficial, but in reality, like it come off as like a flex. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something that he meant to do to not be a flex wind up being a flex. Like, hey bro, like no, like Dion and Shadur was $1,500 on Black Friday, bro. Like, don't tell them we just gave you a $1,500 step up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if he truly was just like completely like out of the loop and didn't understand it, then like shame on EA for not taking a situation where, okay, it's Gutfoxx and Benkert having a debate on Twitter. Why didn't we just take Gutfoxx, who's one of the biggest market streamers, or Joe Bruin or somebody, and put them with take one of the no money spent or them market guys and put them with Benkert and show them like how valuable it would be to put together the team to compete day one, because the way they did it alienates all the people that's day one people that 99% of players don't have the team he got. And then the other side is the people that watch regs and been watching him, that is his target audience, that is EA's target audience of new players to come play MUT, that you don't discourage them for saying, bro, they just gave you a $4,000 team. Like, I can't afford to have the team that they just gifted you. If I get in there against people that got the team that you got, I'm gonna get my head beat in. And then you'd be like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. But Gutfoxx had already came for his throat. So as a man, if somebody comes for y'all throat on the internet, on Twitter, what do? You start banging back and start talking shit. And that's exactly what he did. And then in that situation, you like, man, who's right and who's wrong here? And there's no right or no wrong. It's just, yo, it should have never got to that point, because somebody at EA should have been able to read the room and say, we don't need to take one of our big market guys from the community that people like and people listen to his voice, and take a guy that we're trying to build up to be a part of the voice of Madden and have them going back and forth on Twitter, because it ultimately is going to make us look bad. Like, that's the way that they should have been trying to handle it before it got to where it got to. Because you know how once the Twitter fingers is hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to backtrack off of. It could have been a good moment for the community, because in Madden, y'all all know, when you take the casual community and you mix them with the comp community, nothing good ever happens. Like, I don't care if it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, if it's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, it doesn't matter. If you take the casual community and you mix them with the comp community, like, nothing good ever happens. Pitcher is nice. I played cut today after not playing since season 1. It felt pretty good playing it instead of Madden today. That's respect. And that's what more people should do, is go back and play college, go play some regs, play some franchise. Like, don't just get so stuck in MUT being frustrated about not having Shadur and Dion and watching somebody just get thrown get thrown them and then being instantly 38 hot. Because I know that's all it did, is it made people 38 hot that can't afford to have those players watch somebody who could care less about it get it. I said, that's what I thought. He should have kept them rewards private. That was self-sabotage, especially saying he doesn't have the time to grind when the players have literally spent thousands, or the time. Most of us spent a lot of time on game and have spent some money, and to watch somebody get it and not care nothing about it, it's a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, we had to check ourselves too. I like Maze and Maddox's take is, we shouldn't put so much on the game in competition wise to where like the end all be all is we lose a game by 3 to somebody with a $5,000 team and we in here losing our mind, when reality, like, man, that bum wouldn't have beat me if he didn't have that squad. So like what they did is, all the people that watch Benkert that don't know about MUT are gonna be turned off by seeing, I'm gonna go try to build a team like Kurt, and then they see, man, that team is expensive as hell. Ain't no way in hell I'm playing that. As opposed to, hey man, it's attainable for me to have a competitive team. They would have been better off letting him rip a couple bundles and reimburse him, and having somebody like Henry or John B sitting there helping him build a Packers theme team, and being like, okay, bro, so it took me $300 to build a Packers theme team. It's expensive, you know. Day one, John Beast, do you think I could have built this team? Yeah, bro, you could have got close. You probably wouldn't have had this player, and this player unless you really grind, though. You know what I'm saying? And then let him play with that team on stream, and let him run across somebody with one of these gooned out squads and be like, damn, like, I can't compete with him because he got this card and that card. It's like, welcome to our world. You got to show both sides, because when it appears as if you're not showing both sides of what happens with MUT, it pissed the community off and had the community feeling some type of way. And a person that probably shouldn't be getting dunked on Twitter is getting dunked on Twitter because somebody over there got to know better than to put bruh in harm's way like that. You know what I'm saying? They put bruh in harm's way. I just thought Madden been having casual fun on college. It's been refreshing. Even in the clip he was flexing, he got it. But see, I went back and showed the clip though, Meeks. He got excited because he didn't think that they was gonna send him that team that quick. So it's like he got off the phone. They probably said, "Yeah, we gonna send you some." Just think, if you watch the event right now and got a drop from watching my stream, you like, man, I'm probably gonna get that shit tomorrow. Nobody really expecting to get the shit quick. And then when he looked up and he already had got it, he probably was like, damn, like they gave me this shit. Man, I wasn't expecting to get this shit today. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it looked just like he ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people that don't play, like me and you, know how much a card costs. Instantly when I seen Shadur and Dion, I was like, damn, that's a $1,500 step up. They just gave him that shit. Like, what did you think people was gonna say when they seen him get a step up that's like a gazillion dollars? You know what I'm saying? Like, people's gonna be mad as hell. Like, that's natural thought is, ooh, the mud folks finna be mad. They didn't just gave that boy some shit that costs a gazillion dollars. If they didn't give Benkert, Dion, and Shadur, I don't think the raids would have been as bad as, but he had the crystals too. He had the crystals too. So it's like, I got a crystal in the reroll the other day, and it was Saquon, and it was 2 million coin. That's how I was able to do the retro set to get this Albert Hainsworth BND. I did the retro set with them 2 million. You know what I'm saying? Because I was down to like 1.4. I did that set and lost like 500K, but I got Albert Hainsworth and then sold off everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man. Yeah, the crystals was kind of crazy at the time that they came. Because if you don't have the, like, let's be fair to all of us that grind, that got the crystals. When I see somebody who don't got the crystals, they kind of like that dude who he got something in. He kind of stank. His breath stank. Don't nobody want to tell him. He the homie though. He kind of like, hey man, right, bro, his real breath stank, bro. Some gum or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't want to play with that kid. The kid that ain't got the crystals, they kind of don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I ain't got the crystals, man. I don't hang with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of when somebody, like, people would send me their team in the Discord and I see they didn't have crystals. Man, I kind of felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, like, shit, you might want to start trapping or something, selling blood or something. Like, hey, bro, I ain't got no crystals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds bad, but it's true. Like, cause I just looked at people like, damn, they ain't got the crystals. Shit's gotta be bad out here, son. Shit's mad hard. And we all know that. And then watching somebody who don't know that be there, it's like, man, they could have put somebody around and to help him build a team where it don't look like he just like throwing salt on the wound to the community. See, some people bought the whole season pass, but I told y'all they was gonna make the whole season pass viable because the glitch, it's no way that they can come in. Like, they wouldn't have been able to regulate. They wouldn't have been able to regulate the fact that people was able to glitch and get the get all the way through, and then people who didn't have it didn't have a way. So what are you gonna do? Like, ban certain players? So they gotta make it where people can just buy it straight out. They ain't really had no choice. All right, so I need to get the 93 BND Team of the Week Spotlight Champion. I need this Draymond Jones, Tennessee Titan legend. But that's why I say I gave Benkert a little grace, because it's like, man, bro don't know no better. And the people that's running the show gotta have enough understanding of watching a whole fan base of people see this man get this Shadur and Dion set that like 99% of the community looked and was like, bro, there's no chance I spend that amount of money to get Dion and Shadur. Like you just put the best cards in the game behind a paywall. You just put the best cards in the game behind the paywall, and then to get them out of the paywall, you did that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like, hey, bro, y'all can't. Like that's just some low down ish. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be doing it. All right, I need to put Draymond on. He said, I don't give him any grace for being that out of the loop. If you're being pushed like you do your homework, he's the inbot. But see, like, that's the point is EA been doing this and being wrong for so long that I can't be mad. I can't be more mad at Benkert than the people at EA that let him be in that position. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not finna go arrest the drug dealers on the street for selling drugs. I'm finna go get the people at the border. I'm finna go get the politician that's making it hard for me to regulate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just go to the source. That's kind of what I mean by it's like, let me just go to the source on it. Like, hey, bro, y'all know y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all wrong for this shit. Yo, double or nothing is not. I think when I put in a lineup, his strength might go up. So it's like the situation might not need to have grace, but like I can't say that Benkert is the beginning of the problems with EA. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, they been on this BS. So let me say that some of them should have taken this situation differently, and they could have made a whole situation that could be wrong. They could have made it easy. Edge threat. Damn, they ain't got no, like, why can't he get double or nothing, man? I guess I'll just get him edge threat. Bro, they wrong for this. I could put double or nothing and edge threat. This bitch probably be yelling. Oh, he gotta have the base strength to get that. Okay. Still not a bad card though. 99 block shed for free. Cause I can move him inside after this. I move him inside after this. Who is my box users? Nubin and I need to put Jesse base deep. And I need to put Emin Warrior in the box. All right, let's see. And then All right, Tyler Nubin or Tristan McCollum. One of these guys got to come out. Let's see. Ravens Joe checking on the wire. Be right back. All right, for sure. Let's see. Tyler Nubin or McCollum. 92, 93 zone coverage. 97 zone, 86 man. Yeah, I think Tristan McCollum gotta come out. Yeah, Tristan McCollum, you gotta go, cuz. Alright, we're gonna put Ammon Warrior right here. And I need to put free safety on Ammon Warrior. McCollum gotta go. Alright, let's see. Yo, Big Jeff, what it do?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Let's put him at free safety. We're gonna put Cuz in the box. Let's see. Ooh, you could put mid zone on him. Ooh, I could put mid zone and lurk artist on him in the box. Yes, sir. Just got home from work. How was the work day, bro? How was the work day? Let's see. All right, let's see. Defense. All right, Ammon Warrior get 2. Tyler Nubin got a lurker. Go here. Not bad. Got to work 11 to 4 tomorrow, then 2 to 9 on Friday. Okay, for sure. Got it set out. You been able to open up any of your mud stuff, or you ain't touched it yet? I'm just not getting into it. Let's see, this Jerome Baker gotta go because we finna get a new Jerome Baker. The inside outside shade on Adderley. I'm gonna show you what I put on Adderley. I got him in the slot. So I'm gonna put mid zone on him. I got him playing the slot. I'm gonna put flat zone and mid zone on him. And y'all know the type of defense I play, so if he just touch anybody, like, they shouldn't catch the ball. And then his I'm gonna give him an X factor too. All right, look. Josh Allen might be QB1 tomorrow. All right, look, y'all, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Put this baby in this bed real quick. I'll be right back. Zay say you ain't played Madden so long. All right, look. If y'all watching on Facebook or YouTube, Shotbybuddha on Kick, Shotbybuddha FB on Twitch, 30-second reset. Y'all first in the chat. Shop Talk will be on YouTube tomorrow, but we're going to turn on the music, hang out a little bit, watch some behind the scenes stuff that we can't watch on stream on Facebook and YouTube. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure 30 seconds. We back live on Kick and Twitch.